Right, I think I'll get started. So, hi everybody, and thank you for joining. It's really wonderful to be here and have the opportunity to give you a brief insight into Xello today. I'll start off by introducing myself and talking a little bit about what we do and why we do it before we head into the product itself for a quick look around. So my name's Sophie, for those of you that don't know me. I'm one of the regional account managers here at Cascade. Our mission is simple. We want to help every student to become future ready, regardless of their background, ability or desired pathway. With our programme Xello, your students will have access to tailored, age-appropriate content throughout their education to help them prepare for their next steps and for future success. With our student-centred tool, we'll help you focus on the important things like increasing engagement, enabling successful transitions, and helping every student become future ready. We know that students are more likely to reach their academic potential when they understand how their education links to their future goals. And as students begin to connect these dots in Xello, you'll see engagement, achievement, and progress rates improve. Students also face many transitions throughout their education, and Xello will equip them to navigate these critical transitions and make informed decisions that align with their aspirations, as all pathways are treated equally in Xello. And as students gain self-knowledge with Xello, they're able to create visual and vibrant roadmaps for their futures that are easy to update and share with their teachers, their parents or guardians. So without further delay, let's take a closer look at Xello. When a student logs into their Xello account, they'll land on their dashboard. The dashboard centralises their activity and work to help them focus on the important tasks set by their teacher. The dashboard also serves as a great jumping off point to the different areas of their Xello profile. Throughout Xello, students will work through our 4-pillar learning model, and before they know it, they'll have built self-knowledge, they'll have explored their options, created actionable plans, and perhaps most crucially of all, been learning and reassessing every step of the way. On the dashboard, students will find lessons. Xello's lessons are personalised based on the student's work in the programme. They give students a chance to reflect and build on their skills to ensure a smooth transition between critical life stages. The beauty of Xello's lessons is they can be easily woven into your curriculum plans, and they're designed to help you meet the Gatsby benchmarks. Not only are these lessons fully reportable, providing you with the evidence you need, but they ensure you meet the benchmarks in a way that impacts each student in a positive way and provides them with a truly meaningful learning opportunity. The students will also find their assignments on the dashboard, and by setting assignments for your students, you'll have the opportunity to create a bespoke experience that's tailored specifically to their needs. There's a great opportunity here for you to build activities for your students that highlight local opportunities like work experience, volunteering, and careers fairs. These two are also tracked and fully reportable in your educator tool. Now, as we head to the About Me section of Xello, you'll see that this is a space where students get to truly express what makes them unique. Its student-centered design helps to flip the switch from it being about school to it being about them. This changes their mindset and is one of the reasons why Xello is so engaging. Assessments are located here too. Their purpose is to help students that you work with to identify their interests, strengths, and weaknesses. One of the Xello assessments we'll touch on today is the Skills Lab. The Skills Lab focuses on the students' skills preferences rather than their current skill set. This will take away some of the anxiety they experience when faced with the question, what skills do you have? Instead, it will allow them to think about and focus on the skills that they would like to develop over time. Now, underneath the CV builder on the About Me page, students will find their experiences timeline. The experiences timeline is the perfect place for students to record their activities and experiences and achievements. But that's not all. It will go one step further by encouraging them to reflect on each activity too. They're given the opportunity to say what they liked, what they found challenging, and what they learnt. This chance to reflect will help the student to understand the value of each task and the key takeaways. The volunteering and work experiences added by your students on their experiences timeline are recorded in your educator tool, and they're also included in the Gatsby benchmark report you'll find in the educator tool. And better still, that Gatsby benchmark report in your educator is Compass Plus compatible. We'll touch on that again later. Now let's head into one of the many career profiles in Xello. Firstly, students are greeted by one of our inspiring hero images. Our hero images have been carefully chosen to showcase diversity, ensuring that all students can get regardless of their background or ability, can get an authentic glimpse into their future. This helps to raise their aspirations and create a sense of excitement about their future and what it could hold. Students can also use the Find Out Why button here to dive deeper into the match itself to better understand why the career has been chosen for them. Here they can identify how a career matches their interests and how it matches their skills preferences too. Back on the profile, students can find information they're looking for by scrolling down the page. They'll be able to read a job description followed by real life interviews and perspectives from professionals in the industry itself, which gives them valuable information and insights into what they could expect. A little further along, students can identify how well their personality matches a career. And as we dive even deeper into the profile, students can gain more knowledge about the role, such as expected salary and more. Another unique feature that they'll benefit from is our sample career path. This will show them how they can progress within the industry as they gain experience and qualifications. When a student then heads back to the top of the career profile, they'll have the opportunity to save the career if they're interested in it. This will bring up a new section for the students to explore, and this will help them to identify their preferences and interests and how it links to the career, and it also drives a more meaningful reflection with the student. This includes the student capturing how they feel about the career, and it also allows them to assess the career against a series of important factors. As we head into the exploring options section of Xello, you'll see this is presented to the student in a way that makes it easy for them to locate and identify career profiles, education providers, and also course information. From here, students can hop into Explore Careers. They'll find hundreds of career profiles to explore and research. And to make it even easier for them to find what they're looking for, they can use filters to help them narrow down their search. This will help them to find careers that best suit their needs and aspirations. And these include filters like subject area and level of education. Students can also research colleges and universities, as each provider has their own dedicated profile on Xello, and students get to see what each of them offers, including an unbiased overview, enrolment figures, student satisfaction, study options, and much more. And then finally, students will also find courses and apprenticeships, which include post 16, post 18, and apprenticeship options for students to explore. So we'll finish things off on the student experience for today in the goals and plans section, just to give you a snapshot of what this can do. Here, students can build dynamic and actionable plans for their futures. The key to this area is that students can choose a starting point for their journey that complements where they are beginning their exploration. Over time, then students will work on their Xello profile, and as they gain confidence, they'll be able to build on their plans. Now let's head back to the slides, as I'd like to quickly run through a few of the reporting features and some of the technical capabilities Xello has before we wrap things up for today. So with Xello, you can gain valuable insights using the ready-made reports. You'll instantly be able to see whether your students are on track or need any additional support that can be provided as part of your personalised one-to-one guidance sessions or curriculum. You'll also have access to individual profile reports. You can get a snapshot of the student's skills, interests, activities, and more in Xello. This means you'll have a much better understanding of who your students are and their goals, which will make those one-to-one guidance sessions and conversations a lot more meaningful and easier for you. And with Xello's suite of interactive lessons, you'll be able to ensure every student is confident and prepared for their future. Not only can you use the ready-made lessons that we've built within the programme, you also have the freedom to create your own lessons and activities. This means you can really tailor the content and the experience for your students specifically. You can incorporate things like local opportunities, careers fairs, and much more. So lastly, I'd just like to mention a couple of technical capabilities Xello has. We all know how challenging it can be to get students' attention and get them deeply engaged in a lesson. One of the initial barriers that we've identified and to overcome is logging in. We've analysed this and we've implemented a simple but really effective way to tackle this challenge head first. With Xello, you can do away with having to distribute login details to all of your students by setting up single sign-on. SSO, as it's commonly called, makes logging into Xello much more simple. So with a click of a button, students will be in and away they go. And another common challenge when engaging students can be access to personal devices. Some students we know are really fortunate, they have their own laptops. However, others might not, they only have a mobile phone, for instance. This is where Xello can help. With Xello's mobile-friendly interface, students can enjoy the same engaging and immersive experience, whether exploring their career profiles and developing their profiles on their mobile phone, or alternatively on a laptop on the go. So that's all we'll cover for today's snapshot of Xello, just to provide you with an initial insight into the programme. So I hope that was valuable for those that were watching today. For anybody that would like to take a closer look, please get in touch. I popped my email address on the screen now. You can jot that down. And we do have time, I believe, for any questions now as well, if anybody would like to ask anything in the chat section. I'll just check if we've had any questions. I don't think we have so far, which is good. Hopefully that was clear enough that everybody has taken what they needed from that. But yes, any questions, feel free to pop in chat or alternatively get in touch with me directly. I'd love to speak to you outside of this session today.